Good morning, my friends. Welcome to class. Let's get started. Welcome to Foundations of English 9 for Friday, the 18th of September, 2020. Today you're going to be sharing the summary that you wrote yesterday in activity number 13. We're going to go through activity 14 and how you're going to do it, and then talk about your independent work. So in just a minute, you're going to be choosing someone in class to share your summary with. You are going to read theirs, they are going to read yours. Now, if you don't know someone in class or you would prefer that I assign, you can tell me that in chat now. So if there's someone you want to work with, you can ask them in chat right now. And if there's no one that you know in this class and you would rather me choose for you, that's fine too. Tell me in chat now. Now, what we're doing today is not editing. We are just going through the content of the summaries. So this is what the evaluation guide looks like. You'll notice that there's a column for the score, 1 through 4, and it tells you up here what each of them stands for. 1 is there's serious problems with it, it doesn't do what it's supposed to. 2 is that it does some of what it's supposed to, it develops some competence. Competence means a job well done. 3 is minimal, meaning you got a lot of what you need, but not fully. And 4 is that you did everything you're supposed to in that section. Now you're going to be evaluating your classmate's summary. So you're going to be going through all of these categories with their summary and giving them a score from 1 to 4 in each section. So we're going to do an example for sentence 1 together of what each score point looks like. So make sure as we go through these examples, you really understand what I'm asking you to do, because if you don't, this is a good time to ask. All right, in sentence 1, it asks you to fill in the blanks about who the author is, the title of the article, when and where it was published, and what it's about. And the evaluation guide asks you to clearly state the name of the author, title of the article, and when and where the article was published, and then demonstrate clear understanding of the topic of the article. So let's look at a sample. The central focus of Geoff Colvin's article, What It Takes to Be Great, published in October 2006 in Fortune magazine, is research on performers who are the best in their fields and what it took for them to reach greatness. So go through the list. Does it have the name of the author? Yes. Does it have the title of the article? Yes. Does it have when and where it was published? Yes. The name of the magazine and the date. And then does it tell you what the article is about? Research on performers who are the best in their fields. Yes, it has all of that. It does it really well. Even if there are grammar mistakes, that's okay. This is still going to be a 4. Here's another one. The central idea of Geoff Colvin's article, What It Takes to Be Great, it was published in October 2006 in Fortune magazine. It is how you should be great. All right, let's take a look at it again. Does it have the name of the author? Yes. Does it have the title of the article? Yes. Does it have when and where it was published? Yes. And then the last part, does it demonstrate clear understanding of the topic of the article? Now here's where we run into problems. So it says it's about how you should be great. That doesn't really tell you what it takes to be great, and it doesn't tell you that the person understood the article. So there are some definite things missing. I would say that this is going to be a 2 because while it includes many of the features, it does not demonstrate clear understanding of the topic of the article. All right, take a look at this one. This time I'm going to read it to you and then I want you to tell me what score you think it is in the chat. The central focus of Geoff Colvin's article, What It Takes to Be Great, which was published in Fortune magazine in October 2006, informs the reader about examples of greatness and how people who become great do so through deliberate practice. So tell me right now in chat what you think this should get and why. All right, you may have noticed right off the bat that there are a lot of things missing, like capital letters and proper punctuation. However, that doesn't really matter when it comes to this criteria. What you're looking for is, does it have the title, the name of the author, when and where it was published? And yes, it does all those things. And then does it demonstrate an understanding of the topic? And it says, it informs the reader examples of greatness and how people who become great do so through deliberate practice. So it does give you that topic. It does tell you that. So this would at least be a 3 maybe even a 4. The reason I would say it's a 3 is that it uses a few too many words to try and do it. Now, you don't have to use the exact language of the sentence frame, but it will help you generally as you do this. So I would say this is probably a 3. Jeff Colvin's article, What It Takes to Be Great in Fortune magazine, is research on greatness. Take a second and score that in the chat. All right, so it has the title, it has the author's name. None of it is capitalized or punctuated appropriately, but again, we don't care about that right this second. And then it says Fortune magazine, but it doesn't include the date that it was published. So that at least is going to knock us down to a 3. And then it says, is research on greatness? And yes, greatness is spelled incorrectly. So we know we have a problem here because is research on greatness does not tell you that this person understands the topic of the article. So I'm going to say that this is probably a 2. And it's a 2 because it doesn't include some of the information, but also it doesn't tell you what the topic of the article is. I hope that helps you get a sense of what a 1, 2, 3, and 4 look like. A 1 would be something like, in the article, it talks about greatness. So it's leaving out so many things that you just can't possibly give it more points. All right, at this point, you're going to make sure you have a partner, or you can ask me to assign one. You're going to open assignment 14. Now, if you did not do your summary yesterday, then you need to use this time right now to work on it, and I will assign you a partner later. This is what activity 14 looks like. Now, there's 3 things you're going to have to do. The first thing is copy and paste your summary from activity 13 into the space here. And that's because you're going to be sharing this document with someone else, and they're going to be filling out your peer editing and evaluation guide. Then you're going to have your partner's name here and a link to the document for activity 14 for them, the one that you are making evaluations on. If you need help with this, again, let me know, please. Now you're going to go through and fill out that whole evaluation guide, and when you get to the end, there are some questions for you to answer based on your partner's feedback. So really take your time and go through this carefully. Now, the responsible use agreement, we've spoken about this briefly before. This is what you would normally complete in school. What's really important is that because you are virtual, you have to complete this by October 12th, or your account will be locked and you'll have no way to do your schoolwork. I'm putting a video at the end of this video from our instructional technology people to tell you how to do that. Now, you may have already done this, and you probably have been bothered by all of your teachers to do this as well. So again, once you've done it once, you're set. Just make sure you have done it by October 12th. Now, we were supposed to have a chess tournament today, but there are only about 15 people in both of my classes combined who have done both chess quizzes and all the tutorials, and that is just not quite enough for our tournament. I want you all to be able to participate. So please make sure you've done all your tutorials, you turned in your screenshots, and then you've done your chess quizzes. And the second quiz is to play a game against the computer. That is from last Friday. You can go back to that video and assignment to figure out how to do that. I think you will be surprised, and I've seen many comments from some of you that you're surprised how much you enjoy chess. So make sure you're caught up, and we will move our tournament to next week. We're going to take the retest on your prefixes, so if you didn't take it last Friday, if you were absent, if you just weren't able to take it because of technology glitches, or if you didn't like your score, this is your chance to take it again after the video is over. And then make sure you follow the instructions for the responsible use agreement and complete that and do that today so it's out of your way and done. If you have questions, please let me know. If you need help, please let me know. If you're making up work and you're struggling or you're super lost and don't know how to do it, again, reach out, let me know. Also, make sure you hang out for the end of the video where you go through the responsible use agreement and how to complete that. And then at the end of class today, remember, we'll do our retest on quizzes. So thank you guys for your attention. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and I'll see you on Monday.
The first thing you need to do is sign into your Chromebook. Once you sign in, you will need to accept the responsible use agreement. Select your language, move through and read the terms of service. Once you've done that, click at the bottom and accept, then submit the form.
The first thing you need to do is go to Google. And if you notice over here, you have a profile picture already here. This may be a personal account from an adult or somebody else, but what you need to do is make sure that you are signed into the Chrome browser. Notice when I click right here, it's telling me that sync is on. If it is not, if it says sync is paused or not on, you need to do your sync. And I see the profile picture. If it's not the student, you are going to need to go to add a new account. And notice this is Google Chrome. We've got to sign into Chrome, not just Gmail or Drive. So then I would add the student's name. They could pick a little icon and then click add. And then it's going to bring me into this. You're already a Chrome user because of the GCS. So you will click sign in. You will add your information here, and you will need to link your data. And what this is so if you're on a Chromebook or if you're on another device, it links the data for you. So you will click link data, and then you're going to want to turn on sync.
Once this is complete, the URA will come up. Select your language, move through and read the terms of service. Once you've done that, click at the bottom and accept, then submit the form.